The following is a presentation of Golden Boy Media and Entertainment.
Oh, a sold-out T-Mobile Arena standing on their feet right now as they are waiting for the fighters to make their way into the ring. It's like a gladiator, and he's like getting his sword sharpened, and he's picking out his shield. It's not just a sport to him. It's not just a business. It is his life.
On Mexican Independence Day, with the boxing world watching, the two greatest fighters of their era squared off for supremacy.
Stern, locked in the zone. That's the look that Gennady Golovkin has had since he entered the building about 2.5 hours ago.
These two warriors put their legacies on the line.
No boxing, no life. Canelo has that slogan tattooed on his bicep.
The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Fight fans, are you ready?
And hand-delivered one of the greatest championship fights in modern-day history.
I actually had Canelo up 7-5. I think the way he controlled the action. People can say, oh, he was running. He wasn't running. He was actually just laterally boxing him side to side.
This is real boxing.
You know, when you put on these mega events, a lot of times it's a big buildup and it's a letdown in the ring. With Canelo and Triple G, they lived up to the buildup.
I think Canelo is gaining confidence in this round.
And despite the display of boxing brilliance,
This is great stuff. This is beautiful brutality.
there are some who believe that the drama could have been even greater.
Canelo backpedaled for most of the fight. And I'm not saying going toe-to-toe and just throw caution to the wind, but to at least stand there and fight and try to make a fight of it so that we have those exchanges that are memorable in some of those older classic fights.
Golovkin knew he had been in a fight, as did Danny Jacobs.
But when decisions are left in the hands of others,
And Don Trella scores it, 114, 114, a three-way split.
anything is possible.
This is officially a draw.
This is the story of pride.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
This is the story of legacy.
Look my belts. I still champion. I'm not lost.
This is Mano a Mano.
And Don Trella scores it, 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
And Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was,
This is real boxing.
the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content at ringtv.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2 at ringtv.com, the official online pay-per-view.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Mexican boxing is known for its raw and unrelenting aggression. It's a style of boxing defined by heart, desire, and the willingness to put everything on the line for victory.
Canelo is getting some respect here from G, and I expected that.
On Mexican Independence Day 2017, we saw two fighters at the top of their game put on a war of grit and determination, electrifying fans across the globe.
He talked too much before fight. He said he's true Mexican man, just I told him, I bring Mexican style. I want a true fight. Close. He moved every round, moving.
Creo que deberían de estudiar más el box para decir correr arriba del ring.
Whatever style Canelo was fighting, the fans weren't happy about it.
With a pro-Mexican crowd chanting Triple G.
They weren't happy about the decision. They weren't happy about his style. But we have to give him credit. He survived 12 rounds. He did fight in spurts. We clearly thought, with Triple G being the aggressor, coming forward, outlanding Canelo 10 rounds to 2, I really don't know how anyone could have scored for Canelo or that they could have had it a draw.
Uppercut from Canelo.
Look, both guys walk right through punches. I mean, there was a point in the fight where Canelo threw this looping right hand and Golovkin, I don't know how his head stood on his shoulders. It was amazing to see. And there was times where Golovkin landed on Canelo and Canelo walked right through it.
Makes him fall back into the ropes. He bounces right back.
In a display of power and precision, Canelo dazzled in the earlier rounds, landing more total power punches, while also frustrating Triple G with a defense that was nearly impossible to touch.
He's got to be very careful. But you see the confidence from Canelo Alvarez. He's bouncing around the ring, shrugging his shoulders at Triple G, which nobody in a long time has done that in a ring with him.
Creemos que Saúl hizo lo necesario, golpeó más, le pegaron menos, hizo una pelea inteligente.
I do think that Canelo hurt Triple G a couple of times. He got him with a good body shot early on, and there was a couple of punches he landed where he stopped him in his tracks.
But Golovkin would not be denied.
Now this is the Triple G pressure that we're used to seeing.
And with his Mexican fighting style on full display, what started as a championship fight became a test of style and pride.
When they announced the decision got booed. And it was booing because they felt Golovkin won, not Canelo won. So you got Mexican fans booing a Mexican fighter who fought a fight that didn't do justice to our culture, to our Mexican bravado, Mexican style of fighting.
Canelo's looking like he's beginning to get overwhelmed. I thought he looked arm-weary in the last 2 rounds.
We know he's a good fighter. We know he has a great team. He talked a great fight before the fight, and in my opinion, didn't deliver. And in the view of a lot of fans, he didn't deliver.
En un cuadrilátero no puedes correr. Sí puedes hacer una pelea inteligente donde muevas la cintura para que no te peguen. Eso no se llama correr, eso se llama pensar con la cabeza. Eso se llama pensar y hacer el boxeo con la cabeza.
Ultimately, it was a spectacular fight. A fight between two masters with skills rarely seen. A fight that will be remembered for the drama inside the ring.
Canelo is a boxer. I'm a boxer. He knows his job, I know my job. I respect my sport. I respect people who support boxing. These people, like a Dodgers last time, he killed boxing sport.
That's not fair. The attention shouldn't be on one scorecard. It should be on what a sensational 12-round middleweight championship fight.
No, en la primera no pudimos ahora sí que ver por el resultado quién es el mejor o quién es el verdadero campeón, pero para eso está esa pelea, yo creo que es interesante.
Хотелось бы провести замечательный этот бой. Хотелось бы довести его до идеального. То есть идеальное завершение – это победа нокаутом.
Let's have the two champions face each other right here on the stage for the first time. Saúl Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G.
And when the highly anticipated 2018 Cinco de Mayo rematch was postponed due to controversy.
Что, собственно, он сам спустится на такой уровень. То есть это было неприятно наблюдать. То есть я был очень разочарован в этом во всем.
Los hago voluntariamente para cada una de mis peleas y siempre he dado negativo porque soy un peleador limpio.
what was once mutual respect between two elite warriors.
If he won't beat me, like knock him out, it's not bad for me too. No, because more interesting, I think people win and boxing fan win.
Has become a genuine hatred that can only be dealt with inside the ring.
Oscar, make sure, Canelo, less Mexican meat, more Mexican style.
Конечно, я не верю, потому что... То есть я не настолько глуп, чтобы так взять и просто, знаете, отговориться каким-то куском мяса, что он съел не тот кусок мяса. Давайте будем честными, он принимает, то есть запрещенные препараты, и надо признать это.
Creo que se perdió el poco respeto que nos teníamos y yo voy con otra mentalidad. Voy a demostrarle quién es el mejor, así esté la gente o no esté la gente conmigo.
For both fighters, now is the time to remove all doubt.
See, we have all the titles here. Triple G is the champion. And if Canelo wants to become a champion, he actually has to fight and try to take the titles away.
Now is the time to silence all critics.
Ya pasaron la línea, ¿no? Y creo que esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Now is the time to put up.
Верю я, не верю, то есть это, думаю, не имеет никакого значения.
Or shut up.
Sin duda será mejor que la primera y que la que iba a ser en mayo. Eso sin duda.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content at ringtv.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2 at ringtv.com, the official online pay-per-view.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome everyone to the kickoff officially to Canelo Triple G2. The two biggest names in the sport of boxing will face off once again.
Primero que nada quiero decir, también mentiste a tus fans. Dijiste que me ibas a noquear en 6 rounds.
It's impossible to knock somebody out when he fights the fight not to be knocked out. When you run,
Tú les prometiste,
it's impossible to catch
les prometiste.
You promised us also you were going to fight the knock Golovkin out in 10.
Les prometiste que me ibas a noquear y no me hiciste nada.
No corras la siguiente vez.
Y te hablo a ti porque tu peleador no dice nada.
No corras.
Eres el que más abres el hocico.
No corras. Póngase como hombre ahí.
In the world of boxing, there is nothing more special than a rematch to settle the score.
I think the changes are going to be minimal, but I think it's all going to depend if Canelo brings his courage.
A second fight to prove who has the heart to be the true, undisputed middleweight champion.
Both fighters are going to be in tip-top shape come September 15, and we will see an amazing fight.
Eliminating all excuses.
I thought he fought the fight necessary not to get knocked out. I thought that there was moments in the middle of the fight where I thought he slowed down a little bit and Gennady was able to connect a little more.
Answering all questions.
Two guys at the top of their game are going to duke it out on the 15th.
То есть это самое идеально закончить бой нокаутом. И не было возможности у судей принимать свои crazy решения.
Triple G looking solid in this round, controlling it.
In the first fight, Canelo moved a lot. He was boxing. I think he gave him too much respect. Triple G side says that for the rematch, they want him to stand and fight. Be careful what you wish for.
Tengo mucha confianza en noquearlo. La primera pelea me mostró que puedo hacerlo.
Now, both teams know what needs to be done to secure a victory.
Saúl seguramente va a pelear diferente. Golovkin va a pelear igual de frente. Saúl va a ser un peleador más rápido, más fuerte. ¿Por qué? Porque Saúl ya ahora sí va a estar en su verdadero peso medio. La vez pasada apenas era su primera pelea en esa división, ahora no, ahora ya es la segunda. Va a estar más fuerte, más potente y vamos a ir por el knockout.
And if they're going to claim the undisputed middleweight championship,
Я также отношусь к своей работе 100%, и я думаю, я буду готов на 100%.
they'll have to take their game to new heights,
Both fighters showed us what made them special.
while also staying one step ahead of the competition.
There's a reason why the fans want to see this fight. If he tries to knock out Golovkin, then he puts himself at range, then it gives us the kind of fight that we expected the first time.
Abel Sanchez will make adjustments, so will Chepo and Eddie Reynoso. So that's where the chess match comes in. You know, the fighters will fight in the ring, the trainers will come up with a strategy. That's what I think everyone is really looking forward to this rematch.
And while some may choose to stick with their original fight plan,
He's learning some things, but when it's working so well for you, you really don't alter the things that you've been doing. You continue to do what got you there. You continue to be the best Golovkin you can be. We add little wrinkles to almost every training camp, but you have to do what you do best.
others may choose to recalibrate the weapons at hand.
Yo creo que la ventaja que tenemos nosotros es que Saúl es un peleador que siempre está aprendiendo y seguramente para esta pelea va a enseñar cosas nuevas.
I really don't think Golovkin can improve. I think that he's set in his ways. That's his style. He's very aggressive. Probably better conditioning, maybe throw a little bit more punches, but he's going to leave himself open for something big.
The mystery between these two fighters is now gone.
Mi primera pelea en las 160 libras y con el mejor de las 160 libras me sentí muy bien, me sentí fuerte. Creo que en esta pelea voy a estar mejor adaptado a este peso.
Both fighters know what the other man is made of.
See, people were talking about Golovkin's power, how he will destroy you and knock you out. It wasn't the case. I asked Canelo after the fight, does Golovkin hit hard? And he was like, no, he doesn't. So I have a feeling Canelo will be more aggressive, trying to push Golovkin back. Because one thing about Golovkin, he doesn't know how to fight going backwards.
Now, the only question that remains is, what are they going to do about it?
Creo que con unos ajustes que haga puedo noquearlo y eso es lo que voy a hacer en el entrenamiento y eso es lo que voy a hacer en la pelea.
Will Canelo answer the call and reestablish himself as the most elite fighter in the boxing game?
Abel has a great quote. He said, Canelo came in the ring as a Mexican, and he left the ring as Floyd. The first time I've ever heard Canelo get booed was in the interview afterwards. I think that's left a big impression in him, and he's going to come out even more aggressive, give the fans what they want. Triple G is going to be aggressive. That's what the fans are going to be looking for.
Will Triple G continue his undefeated march towards history as one of the greatest middleweight champions to ever lace up the gloves?
I feel right now I'm more comfortable. I know him, and the same, he knows me. Right now we're both open. I bring my idea, he brings his ideas, just to fight. Right now it's more interesting. He knows my power and my style. I know his power.
10 seconds ago in the 7th round, Gennady getting strong. Canelo right there with them.
Ya nos conocemos en el cuadrilátero y sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer para ganar. De mi parte, lo sé.
If Canelo can go to the body a little earlier and attack the body with the combinations, I think he can stop him earlier.
It's going to be a different fight. There's going to be no doubt whatsoever who's going to win this fight. I believe Canelo will.
The goals from both camps are one and the same: to prevail victorious and reign in history amongst the greatest middleweights to ever enter the ring.
This is what we wanted, this is what we expected, this is what we're getting.
Hay que ser más agresivos, realmente no hay ningún secreto para esa segunda pelea. Si queremos ganar la pelea, claramente tenemos que ser más agresivos.
I think that we missed more than I would want to see him miss. I want to close the distance a little more, and if he's not running as much, then we'll be able to close the distance a little bit more. You can only cut off the ring so much before the guy just takes off on him.
This is their chance to right previous wrongs.
Look, if you win 8 rounds to 4 and you get a draw, you're not going to be happy with it. And so Abel's not happy, Triple G's not happy. The whole camp is going to have an edge about it, and that's how they're approaching the second fight.
This is their opportunity to prove who has greater heart.
I do believe both fighters carry a chip on their shoulder. I believe that both guys are thinking knockout.
Quiero dejar claro que soy el ganador, dejarlo bien claro y tengo que agregarle cosas a mi plan de trabajo, no simplemente.
This is boxing at its finest.
And Don Trellis scores it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content at ringtv.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2 at ringtv.com, the official online pay-per-view.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
With Canelo testing positive, then being suspended, and then what Triple G said, I think it added to the hype. Now the fans realize these guys don't like each other anymore, and it just raises the anticipation, really, I'd say 2 or 3 times from the first fight.
Real boxing fans care about only one thing.
The fans want to fight. They paid money to see the fight. They want to be rewarded with not only the right kind of fight, but the right decision.
And to a fighter, there is nothing more important than protecting one's pride.
Canelo's very upset that they're using Adelaide Bird's scorecard as an excuse. He's very upset that they're saying he ran from the fight. So he's very motivated for this rematch. He wants to prove not only to them, but to his fans that he can knock them out.
It's pride that pushes great fighters to extraordinary performances.
Triple G doesn't want to let this fight go to the judges' hands. He doesn't want to let 3 individuals control his destiny. And I know Canelo, he got a lot of criticism with the way he fought the first time. He doesn't want to go through that again, and I think he will go for the knockout. I think that's where the fans and everyone that watches the fight is they're gonna be the winners of this fight.
But everybody here knows who won the first fight.
Como han hablado tanta cochinada y tanta basura, un impulso extra para llegar el día 15 de septiembre y partirle la trompa y taparle la boca a Abel.
It's pride that earns the respect from one's opponent.
Second fight is much better because right now I feel more comfortable. Canelo, he told you, he brings more power, more speed, just more interesting.
Now, once again, the pressure is on for the 2 best fighters on the planet.
They're saying they're going to knock him out. The fight's not going 12. We won't need the judges. They've been saying that from the moment it was signed. If he doesn't do that, then the onus is on him. It's not on Golovkin. Golovkin's going to fight his fight. He's going to go forward. He's going to try to cut off the ring. But you can only do so much without exposing yourself, without putting yourself in harm's way by reaching, by trying to do something that's not your norm. So I think it's on Canelo to prove to the fans. I think he got enough ridicule from the first one that if he does it again, he's going to be around our Mexico.
Canelo moving around that ring.
And once again, 2 modern-day gladiators will put their hearts on full display.
The rematch is definitely going to be a better fight. I think Canelo has it in his head that he can stop him. And that's what he's going to go for. He's going to go to try to stop him, to knock him out. He is very calm, very confident, and that's a good sign.
If you hit hard with both hands, just like Golovkin, you have a puncher's chance. If you land that perfect punch, you're gonna get that knockout, so you can never count him out. But one thing about Canelo is that he knows how to adjust, and he has power in both hands.
One man on a mission to claim the middleweight crown and define himself as boxing's pound-for-pound best fighter of this generation.
Para esta pelea viene más confiado porque si no, más bien no sintió el poder de Golovkin. Saúl nunca lo lastimaron, que lo haya nada.
The other man, unwilling to stop until his legacy as one of the greatest middleweights in boxing history is firmly in hand.
Gennady doesn't want to leave it into the judges' hands. He's going to start even faster. He's going to cut off the ring more and go to the body more, and Canelo's predicting a knockout. So for Canelo to knock out Triple G, he's got to stand and fight in the middle of the ring. I just think this is a can't-miss fight.
Oh, so much fun between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. This is great stuff.
We saw a taste of it in the first fight. Canelo did throw some exchanges, threw some big flurries, with Gennady just pursuing him with that constant jab, with the constant pressure.
On September 15th, all arguments will be laid to rest.
Obviously, Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won, and Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won. Hey, let's do it again. Part 2.
Yeah, I think we all want to see it again, no matter who wins.
We will see a great fight. We haven't seen one of these fights in such a long time.
Get ready for an event that will have the entire world on the edge of their seats.
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level. Both guys had very high profiles to start with, not only in the U.S., but internationally. But both guys have raised their profile because of the first promotion, and this will take it to a whole different level.
Get ready for a war to end all wars.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy, and he didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Хотелось сказать, что, во-первых, этот бой, он самый большой для бокса. Этот бой, он самый большой, например, для pound for pound. Кто победит, тот будет лучшим боксером вне зависимости от весовой категории. Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Ya son peleadores que muy difícilmente pueden cambiar de una pelea a otra. Se pueden ajustar unos rounds o otros rounds, pero yo creo que esta pelea va a ser un poco más de agresiva que la pasada.
This time, there will be no holding back.
We're going to see a knockout, no matter what. We are going to see a knockout. I mean, that's what I'm excited for.
This time, there will be no questions left unanswered.
I feel very good, and my belief, still my power is the same, and my boxing style.
And what is your style?
Crazy.
This September 15th.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Gennady does have the belt. Canelo known as a linear champion. And how do you sell it? In the ring.
Get ready for final judgment. Watch Canelo vs. Golovkin 2, streaming live on September 15th at ringtv.com.